Solving multi-step problems. So this was our assignment starting on December 6th. So yesterday. Well, 2 days ago if you're watching this on the 8th. So it was December 6th and December 7th, and it is due today, which is December 8th. You might already have it done. If you have it already done, you don't have to worry about watching this video. You just need to make sure it is turned in. If you are from 1st or 5th period and it's not done but you turned it in yesterday, I will have them up on my desk and ask the sub to get them for you. So when you solve equations, you need to first distribute, and that's if there is parentheses. There's usually a number here and stuff inside. Combine like terms. That's when you cover up one side of your equation. So if we were looking at this one, we'd cover this side, see if we can add those two. We cannot. They are not like terms. Like terms mean that they would both have x's with them, or they would just be numbers without variables. 3 is our variables on both sides of the equation. Move the smallest variable. That way your answer stays positive or gets really close to positive. And then 4 is just solve the remaining two-step equation. I'm going to go through this pretty quick. It will be on YouTube. You can go to the settings and you can slow it down if you want, or you can pause it constantly. We already went through most of these as a class, or you got all the answers. This is just if you need the answers or these steps on how to solve. On all my problems, I always draw a line down the equal sign. So I do the same thing on both sides. So for this one, I have no parentheses, and I can't combine any like terms yet. So I'm going to get rid of my smallest variable, which is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4x. Minus 4 equals 8. Now it's a two-step problem. I would do the opposite of minus 4 is plus 4. Plus 4, leaving me 4x equals 12. The opposite of multiplying by 4 would be to divide. And I get x equals 3. Number 2, negative 5 and negative 9. Negative 9 is smaller, so I'm going to add it. It is the colder temperature, so that means it's farther from 0 and it's smaller. Giving us 4p plus 13 equals 17. Now it's a two-step problem. The opposite of plus 13 is minus 13. That's right, I get 4p equals 4. Opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing. I get p equals 1. For all the rest of the problems, I'm going to leave it once it gets to a two-step problem or a one-step problem, and then you can do the last step by yourself if you have not completed it. So for number 3, 9 is smaller than 11, so I'm going to subtract that. Also, notice how I'm writing the problem, whatever I'm doing, under the same kind of term. So I did minus 9 under my 9m, under my m here. Here I did 13 under my constant, under my constant. Variables go with variables, constants go with constants. This then leaves me with 2m equals negative 28. What would m equal? Here we have no parentheses, no terms I can combine yet. So I'm going to get my variables together by removing the smallest variable, which is negative 4. The opposite of negative 4 is plus 4. So I'm going to add 4v to each side. Leaving me with 15 equals 10v plus 45. I need v by itself. So I need to get rid of my 45. Leave me with 30 equals 10v. What does v equal? Number 5. No parentheses. Can't combine any terms on one side yet, so we're going to solve and get to a two-step problem, and you can do the rest from there. So my smallest variable is negative 12. The opposite of negative 12z is positive 12z. Leaving me with 11 plus 11z. That looks like a 2 equals 44. It is now a two-step problem where you need to get z by itself. Minus 11, minus 11. Leaving us with 11z equals 33. Sorry, I was going to leave it at a two-step, and I kept going. So that means we only have one step left for you to do. Number 6. I'm going to leave it at a two-step. So on two-step equations, you add or subtract your constant. Then divide or multiply by coefficient. Remember, you do the opposite of whatever is happening. So if it says negative 24, negative 21, the opposite of negative 24, 21 would be a positive. So you do the opposite of whatever it tells you to do to undo it. So my smallest variable here is 4. So I'm going to have minus 4m, leaving me with 8 equals negative 13 plus 3m. So now you have 2 steps left. Number 7, we have parentheses, so I need to distribute, which means I'm multiplying. 2 times 8p is 16p. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. And then I didn't do anything on this side, so I'm just going to rewrite it. 5p minus 15. The next step is to combine my variables, or not combine, sorry, move my variables so that they're on the same side of my equation. So 5 is smaller. It's positive. The opposite of positive is a negative. That's the only way I can get rid of it. But then I have to take it away over here too. So I'm left with 11p minus 4 equals negative 15. Two-step problem. Remember, for a two-step, you add or subtract the constant and then multiply or divide the coefficient to get rid of them. 8, you have a couple multiplying because you have parentheses and parentheses. We have 3 times 4, which is 12b, and then 3 times negative 1, which is negative 3. Negative 8 times 1b. There is no coefficient with the b, so it's 1. You have 1b. So we have negative 8b. Negative 8 times negative 4 is positive 32. Negative. Yeah, that's fine. I don't do 8 times 5. I just drop my plus 5 down. I have some terms I can combine. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. 12b minus 3 equals 8b, and then 32 plus 5 is 37. Next step, number 3, is to move the variables to one side by doing the opposite of the smallest one. So my smallest is negative 8, so the opposite of that is positive 8. So I'm going to add 8b to both sides. 12 plus 8 is 20b, so then I have 20b minus 3 equals 37. Now you have a two-step problem, so we're going to just add 3 to both sides. Number 9, we're going to do all 3 steps because we're going to be distributing and then combining like terms. So first I'm going to distribute my 7. 7 times 1m is 7m. 7 times negative 5 is negative 35. And then I'm going to bring down my 4m. And on the right side, I don't do anything. I just bring it all down. All right, on the left, I have 7m and I have 4m. Those can be combined. 7 plus 4 is 11m minus 35 equals 6m plus 20. Thank you. You too. I need to combine my m, so it means I need to move 1 to the other side. So we would have 6 is smaller, so I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. 12 minus 6 is 5. So I have 5m minus 35 equals 20. Number 10. I have parentheses, so I need to multiply. There's a negative in front of this 3, so it's the whole thing's negative 3 times 4. First, I'm going to bring down my 18 so I don't forget it. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12n. Then I have negative 3 times 8, so negative 24 equals 24 minus 6n, because there's no parentheses, nothing to multiply. Alrighty, I have some terms I can combine, and they are both negatives. I have negative 18 and negative 24. When I combine those two, I get negative 12. I get negative 42 minus 12n equals 24 minus 6n. Now I should have drawn my line. I need to get my variables to one side. Negative 12 is smaller, so I'm going to add 12n to both sides, leaving me with negative 42 equals 24 plus 6n. You now have a two-step problem. 13. We have some distributing on both sides and combining like terms. So because I have this minus and then whatever's inside here, there's a 1 there. So I'm going to distribute my negative 1. First, I'm actually going to bring down this 3x so I don't forget about it. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. Negative 1 times negative 11 is positive 11. Don't do anything with my 6. Negative 3 times 1x is negative 3x. And negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. All right, if I'm looking at the left side, I have two terms with x's. So 3x minus 1x is 2x plus 11. I didn't do anything with that. And then on the right side, I have a positive 6 and a negative 15. So I'm going to bring my negative 3x down. 6 minus 15 is negative 9. And I need to get my variables together. Negative 3 is smaller, so I'm going to add I'm going to add 3x to each side. 3x's go away, leaving us with negative 9. 2 plus 3 is 5x plus 11. Now it's a two-step problem. Number 12, you distribute 2 times. So first we're going to do our 6. 6 times 1q is 6q. 6 times 5 is 30. Now we have negative 3 times q, so negative 3q, and negative 3 times negative 1 is a positive 3. And then our right side we didn't do anything to because there's no distributing yet. All right, on the left, we need to combine like terms. We have 6q and we have negative 3q. 6 minus 3 is 3q. And then we have positive 30 and positive 3. Combine those two and get positive 33 equals 13 minus 2a. Now we need to get our variables on the same side. My smallest variable is negative 2. So I'm going to add 2a, or not a, q. And I'm going to add 2q here. Our 2's over here go away. They are opposites. They cancel out. So we're left with 13. And then we have 5q plus 33. Again, a two-step problem. So that means you're going to first add or subtract the constant. So in order to get rid of our constant, we're going to subtract it because it's positive from both sides. They go away, leaving us with 5q. 13 minus 33 is negative 20. Step 2 is to multiply or divide by the coefficient. Well, this is 5 times q. The opposite would be divide, giving you q equals negative 4. Your next video is the one that you must watch, so if you just finished this, you need to get that other video going.